morning, students. This is related to 5th semester BCom International Business. Myself is Chodappa R.C., Assistant Professor of Commerce, GFTC, Kottagere. Today, we are discussing about international business introduction, meaning and definition, and also objectives. Okay. In last video, we discussed about introduction to business and also meaning and definition and difference between domestic business and international business. Then switch on to, this is related to international business. Then switch on to introduction to international business. International business means the business is conducted across the global level. Across the global level means the business is conducted above one country, means two or more countries, means all commercial transactions that take place between two or more countries, that is called international business. Actually, there are different modes are there for entering into the international business. Because of, for any one company to enter into the international business, it follows some rules and regulations. At it what is called so at the time of entering into the international business, for foreign exchange tariffs and quotas should be followed. Therefore, what is the best mode for entering into the international business? There are so many modes are there. For operating the company in international context, on the basis of features, there are different modes are there. Any one company can enter into the international business through these modes. So, the best modes of operation in an international context may not be the same as those of purely domestic business environment. International business involves, that is, activities of exporting, importing, dealing in foreign exchange, foreign governments, cultures, regulations, and etc. Then, actually, multinational enterprises means range from any kind of business activity or market, means any type of business activities which are conducted as in international business. There is no single type of activity. And from like consumer goods, capital goods, or machinery, or manufacture. Therefore, these are the different types of activities which are conducted by the company through in international business. Therefore, to conduct the business overseas in different companies, in countries, companies should aware all the factors that might affect any business activities. Means, any one company should conduct the business internationally. That company must aware some factors. What type of factors? Like legal system, like political system. Because of these activities are different and not same all the countries. For all the countries, all the factors are different. Okay, economic policy, language, accounting standards, labor standards, living standards, environmental standards, local cultures, corporate cultures, foreign exchange markets, tariffs and quotas, import and export regulations, trade agreements, climate and education. These factors are different from one country to another country. These factors are different. Therefore, at the time of entering into the international business, any one company must follow these factors and study these factors. Each of these factors may require changes in how companies operate from one country to another country. That's why ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಂದು 2-3 ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ಆಯಾ ದೇಶದ ಒಂದು ಲೀಗಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Each factor makes a different and a connection. It is a different connection. Okay. Therefore, at the time of entering the international business, We follow what are the factors, and also there are different modes are there. This is related to introduction. Then switch on to meaning. There are different meanings are there. First one, international business, nothing but it refers to the trade of goods, services, technology, capital, and knowledge across national borders and at a global or transnational scale. This is very simple meaning. See, trade of goods, international business is about trade of goods or services. Very important. International business is trade of goods and services. And any type of goods. It is not restricted on any type of services. And also not only goods and services. It is related to technology. It is related to technology, capital, and knowledge. See, there are 5 points are there: goods, services, technology, capital, knowledge. Across the national borders. Across the national borders means about 2 or more countries. About 2 or more countries at a global level or transnational scale. This is very simple meaning. Therefore, it refers to the trade of goods, services, technology, capital, or knowledge across the national borders and at a global or transnational scale. Athava, another one meaning, it involves cross-border transactions. Very simple. Cross-border means 2 or more countries in the cross-border. Above one country, that means cross-border. Cross-border transactions of goods and services between 2 or more countries. This is simple meaning. Means the business is conducted by any one company above the one country. ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ transactions of goods and services between 2 or more countries. Therefore, this is the meaning. And also another one meaning is there. International business conduct business transactions all over the world. Means any one company conduct their business anywhere in the world, anywhere at the global level, anywhere should conduct the business. That is called international business. Okay. These transactions include the transfer of goods. So, what are the include in these transactions? International business conduct the business transactions all over the world. So, business transactions are transfer of goods, very important, goods and services, technology, capital, knowledge. These are the 5 very important elements. These are transferred from one country to another country. From one country to another country. That is called what is international business. Okay. International business is also known as global business or international marketing. Okay. International business is also known as global business or an international marketing. This is the meaning of international business. Then switch on to another one. Definition. I took one definition only according to International Business Journal. According to International Business Journal. What is international business? According to this definition, international business is nothing but it is a commercial enterprise. Commercial enterprise means conduct a business to or more countries in the world. It is a commercial enterprise that performs economical activities behind the bounds of its location as branches in 2 or more countries, makes use of economic, cultural, political, legal and other differences between the countries. This is very important definition. Define international business ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಬುಕ್ನ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. International business is a commercial enterprise. It is a commercial activity. Enterprise means commercial activity, business activity, trade activity, industrial. See, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. That performs economical activities. This economic activity means what is called goods and services ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. Behind the bounds of its location. Behind the bounds of its location means not within the location, not within the country. It's outside the country. Outside the country. Has branches in 2 or more countries. Means it has a business branches 2 or more countries and makes use of economic, cultural, political and legal and other differences between the countries. Means what are the factors like economic, legal, cultural issues that should be followed, that should be understood. This is related to definition of international business. Then switch on to another one point, objectives. See, actually we are discussing about introduction and also what is called meaning and also what is called definition. Then switch on to another point for 5 marks, objectives. What is the main objective? Means why anyone domestic business go to out of country for conducting the international business. What is the main purpose to conduct international business? First one, very important point, to achieve higher rate of profits. That is very important. Any one company go to out of country for conducting business because of to earn the higher rate of profit. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ತನ್ನ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರ ಉದ್ದೇಶ, ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಟು ಅರ್ನ್ ದ ಹೈಯರ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಹೈಯರ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿತಿನ್ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ 2 or more ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಗ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. Any one company must establish their business into international level because of to expand their business. Because of to expand their business means ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹೈಯರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತನ್ನ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಗೂ ತನ್ನದಾದ ಒಂದು ಏಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇವಲ ನನ್ನದೇ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಬ್ರಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಏಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಎರಡನೇ ಒಂದು ಗೋಲ್. ಮೂರನೇದು, ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಅನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್. HR means human resource. Means actually any one company establish their business in international level because of to get a benefit of technology, because of to get a benefit of skilled human resource. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ, ತನ್ನ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಏನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಸೊಫಿಸ್ಟಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ತನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂತ ಕಂಪನೀಸು ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ technology and competent HR. And another one, to increase the market share means any one company main aim to earn large share market, large business. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯೂ ಸಹ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಬದ್ಧತೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ತನ್ನ ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕನಸಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಶೇರ್. ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಶೇರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಶೇರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅದರ್ ಒನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ and fifth one, to get the benefits of liberalization and globalization. You know very well, in modern days most of the countries go to the abroad, go to the globe because of to get the liberalization benefits and also globalization benefits. Means their economies are open, their countries to rest of the globe. That is one of the very important object or goal. And another one, to achieve higher rate of economic development. To achieve higher rate of economic development means international business, it is very helpful to develop the economy, develop the economic, what we call GDP, per capita income. So, if conduct in any company conduct the business internationally, automatically the what is called per capita income of that company is increased, economic development is also increased. So that's why number of companies ready to go abroad for conduct the business. And another one object, to enter into global market, very important. Any one company go to internationalization because of to enter into the global market and to get the global advantage. Global advantage means in case of domestically ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಒಂದು ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎ ವೈಡ್ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ to fight against severe competition in the home country, that is another one very important object, because of any one domestic business to face the competition in home country. It is a severe what you called object. So because of number of companies are established in the domestic country, automatically their competition is severe. Therefore to fight against this severe competition, the companies are ready to go internationalization, ready to establish their business through 2 or more countries. This is another one object. These are the main objects of or goals of international business. Therefore, dear students, today we are discuss introduction to international business, meaning, definition and objectives of international business. Thank you. Next session we discuss nature and scope of international business. Okay. Thank you very much.